All right, we are back with some more Minecraft hardcore. And today's attempt, we're gonna try to get a bit farther than we did before. This is also the first time that I'm recording in the background instead of just uploading everything from Twitch. So hopefully when the full video comes on the channel, when I, cut it down a bit, it's gonna be a bit better. We're just gonna go right ahead, get the stream started here. What we're gonna do is we are going to go to manage the stream. Now, I'm a little bit new with this, so hopefully should be working. All right. I got everything pulled up on my phone, which is good. Everything seems to be working. Audio's good, video's good. And we're just gonna hop right into it. So I actually got my trusty water bottle here next to me. And it appears like my webcam is acting up. So let's try unplugging that thing one more time. My webcam has really been trying to mess itself up. So we're gonna have to leave the stream a little bit while we get that fixed. Alright. Let's switch back. There we go. Whoop. That's a bit of an issue. That is a bit of an issue. Let's see here. Now, I currently do not have another camera. So, what we're gonna do is we are just gonna be, let's try the camera one more time, but we might just be streaming without the camera tonight. It's being a bit of a bear, just a bit. Let's try it out one more time. All right. Okay. Hopefully camera's working. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it on my phone, but let's just hop right into the video here. All right. So we're going with attempt number 2. We're gonna hope attempt number 2 goes a little bit smoother, and just anyone in chat, just tell me if my webcam goes out, because we are going to try to fix that. Let's hope. Let us hope. Alright. So, let's get right into it. I'm going to be keeping an eye on my phone if I'm just looking oddly to the side. But any suggestions, any tips, tricks, just feel free to leave them in the chat. Alright. Hopefully this is a good world. So we got a jungle here. I'm honestly not the biggest jungle fan. I don't know, they're just they're too dense for most of the stuff I do in the game. Just gonna adjust the mic here. So yeah, not the biggest jungle fan. However, it is good for food. That's the one thing I will say about a jungle. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the... Oh, well. Now the webcam's working, at least for a bit. So, that's good. That is good. Well, recently, over this week, I have been playing a lot of Pokemon Soul Silver. And I gotta say, something with the older Pokemon games, look, I've been playing Soul Silver for, what, 7 years now? And I gotta say, the grind in the older Pokemon games is just, it's a lot, and it's a little bit boring, honestly. It's a little bit boring. So, I've been playing it, honestly, just on my phone in between classes, and I've been getting pretty okay with it. I beat Lance, and now I'm moving on to Red, but I'm off to that kind of grind. So, hopefully we'll be getting done. Hopefully we'll be getting done with that soon. But, like I mentioned in the last video, I don't wanna keep talking about this. I would really love to stream Pokemon on the channel at some point. It's honestly one of my favorite game series, and you know, I've been watching obviously a lot of Pokemon Nuzlocks and hardcore Nuzlocke. I don't know if we'd be doing that. That's a little bit above my pay grade, but that would certainly be something. So the goal currently, sorry if I keep checking my phone, I'm just making sure the webcam's working. There we go. Webcam's working. All right. Awesome. Awesome. But yeah, the goal has been to stream at least once per week. Just mostly for me, just getting better at it. And just kind of learning how Twitch works and how other things work. But so it's just been that kind of grind. But we are certainly getting there. So that is good. I need to get some animals at some point. I don't even know why I collect these saplings. Like, I literally don't use them. Like, let's be honest, we're gonna die in this world. Like, I'm not gonna stream it like till I die, but you know, we've seen how these things usually play out. I also still haven't figured out with Twitch with the whole viewer system. So right now I'm in Stream Manager, not watching the stream, and it's saying one video, or sorry, one viewer. So I still don't know if that's me or that's an actual person. I feel really bad once again calling it out if it is an actual person, but yeah, I'm still new with this whole thing. Literally, with all the YouTube videos I've uploaded, I just shared it with some friends, and I think currently like 2 of the views are literally just me showing it to my friends, and I think God, the other one, surprisingly enough, I was checking the analytics, and there was, from another smaller creator, there was a Hermitcraft little clip, and mine got recommended after. But the goal has been to basically upload like short clips, like just clipping the content, because like right after stream that's a lot easier to do, especially if it's on like a night before I'm supposed to do something. So I'm just trying to get that out there with the shorts content, but I haven't really felt the need, obviously, to make a VODs channel and a shorts channel. Maybe I'll separate them, but currently not much with that. I do want to head back in that direction because I saw a cave. I don't want the chickens. I end up getting so many food sources. We'll just get 3 this time. But yeah, so it is working its way around the algorithm. It's probably not helping because of my, well, actually, so the first video on the channel, which is the VOD under my old Master of Q account, that's actually not the first video on the channel, I believe. I believe the first video was, God, it was 3-4 years ago. I was playing Minecraft Pocket Edition on my iPad, and I edited it in iMovie. And you can, okay, that's a decent ravine. But you can imagine the quality on that. I literally had subtitles. At the time, I was like, wow, this is great. Like, you know, I sped up, like, the mining footage and stuff. But it was, not that my content now is much better, but, man, that was some bad content. I actually don't have that video. I wish I had downloaded it, but I don't have that saved anymore. I moved it from the channel a while ago. Because younger me thought it was really cringe, but, you know, now I kind of regret it. So the other two videos are just the Master of Q VODs. And after that, I didn't upload for a while. Oh, boy. I had a fall and die. So, but I feel like with being a little bit more regular with it, it's definitely going to help out with the algorithm and everything. And speaking of like YouTube, the algorithm video creating, so on my drive daily, it's about half hour, 45 minutes to where I need to go in the mornings. And I've been listening to, oddly enough, the Spawn Chunks podcast. And so basically, it's this podcast by Pixel Riffs, who does the Hermitcrafts recaps, and I believe Joel Duggan. I'm probably mispronouncing the name. But it's just a really chill podcast, and honestly, it's great to listen to just when you're in the car driving somewhere. Very low stakes, it's not like kind of screaming in your face, that kind of content. And it's been very relaxing just listening to them. And I've been getting a lot more Minecraft ideas and just content creation in general from them. So I definitely recommend you guys give it a try, or just give it a listen, because it's honestly very, very well made, very well edited podcast, and I've quite been enjoying it. So, but that's the thing, like, I feel like with Minecraft, not that there isn't podcasts, but I feel like a lot of the content. So recently I've been watching Captain Sparkles' RL Craft streams, and it kind of made me miss like the old kind of Let's Play style. Like, because now videos, and I'm not saying this style is bad, I honestly in a lot of cases prefer it. It's just like, it's kind of, you film a lot of footage, like, right, with the 100 days, right, you film, 100 Minecraft days of footage, and you condense it all down, and each day is maybe, I don't know, not even a minute, it's, a few seconds, and you gotta go through that, condense that down. And, if people watch videos like that, that's a, 10, 20-minute video. And people keep expecting content of the same vein like that, Like, people keep expecting, you put, I don't know, you put just that amount of effort into, or not effort, that's the wrong word to describe it, but just that amount of time commitment into every video. And it's just crazy with production. I love film, and I love the sort of filmmaking classes. And the one thing I learned was, so I had to do a group edit this week. And we only had to make it about, I don't know, a minute. I think our finished product was, God, maybe 55 minutes at most. Like, it was a very short amount of time, but filming it took like, planning it took 2 days, filming it took 3 days. So it was a week of filming, right? And probably an hour a week. So it was probably close to 4 or 5 hours of filming for, I'm just going to be checking the stream, for just a minute long video. And that's the kind of thing, before I started taking filmmaking classes, before I started making content, I'd see these videos, and, they'd be like 10 minutes long, and I'd be like, well, why aren't you posting one every 10 minutes? And then you just, like, just the amount that goes in to, like, even, like, the simplest of videos, right, is just so much just so much. I'm like tripping up on my words, but it, like, the effort that's put in and the time commitment to planning is just a lot. And that's what I feel like if you haven't made a project or something in a similar vein, you wouldn't get the same kind of, just that general understanding of it. And that's something I find really interesting from that kind of perspective. So I definitely think there's merit in taking those kinds of just honestly, just taking like a film 1 or something like that, like a class like that, I honestly think just really adds perspective, and it honestly makes you enjoy a lot of film and a lot more creative projects, because you know, once you have made something, you can respect kind of what goes into it, right? So that's something that honestly really interests me with that. I was supposed to go the other way. Yeah, let's go the other way. There's a sheep there, but I'm sure there's a bunch of animals we want to get. So last time with the warden, man, the warden just it was one of those things where I gotta be so when it was revealed at Minecon Live, I was like, wow, this is awesome, this is amazing. I remember my friends, we were all calling, we were chatting, we're like, okay, warden, this is gonna be amazing new addition. We're all gonna I go to the nether there. We're all gonna love it. It's gonna be, you know, an awesome addition. And because just it's such a different mob than what we have in the game, because there's kind of like three types of mobs. So we got like the passive mobs here, and that's pretty much, you know, you either it's a resource mob. I mean, every mob has a resource, right? You just resource farm it, but it depends on if it puts up a fight. Like, granted, you can make a zombie farm, you know, it's not gonna be putting up much of a fight, but it's still like, you know, to get that rotten flesh, especially in the early game, you know, what you have to do is, you know, you have to find a zombie, you have to make tools to kill the zombie. And so it was really obviously the hostile and the peaceful mobs. And the warden is somewhere like it, like I wouldn't call it, like, technically I guess it'd be classified as a neutral mob, but it's very interesting because it's something that's, it's a mob, right? It's alive, but it feels more like just like a base mechanic, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like it's like redstone, right? Or like a piston. Like you activate the piston, right? It's kind of the same thing with the warden. You know, you got the shriekers, you activate the warden. And it's something that could completely be avoided if you know what you're doing. Or you can listen to the warnings. And it's not something you have to encounter. You could go your entire Minecraft game never encounter that. And it's just interesting to me what they've used it for. Right? And then I remember hearing, oh, you can't kill it. So the biggest thing was, that's a cool cave. We're going down there. But the first thing I thought of, and I think every Minecraft player thought of, was like, okay, how do I kill this thing? It does this much damage, it's going to be a boss. Ooh, baby chicken. Nice. And it's jungle there too. And that's not its intention, right? And it's just an interesting dynamic between just like, you know, your average normal player, because it kind of flips your understanding. It adds this new dimension to Minecraft of, oh, okay, like, yeah, if this thing summons, like, I don't want to fight it. I want to find a way to avoid it. And I just find that really interesting. And once I heard you weren't going to kill it, I remember a lot of you were calling the methods, like, just stupid. Like, you know, if I can't kill it, you know, the whole point for a lot of people in Minecraft was, I want to be overpowered, right? Like, any challenge I want to be able to take on. Transportation, I have a Elytra for that. Fighting more mobs, I can make farms, I could make better armor. And the warden was the first kind of mob that you can't do that, right? Like, obviously, you have better armor with protection, right? You're going to survive more hits. But you're not... That's not, like, the answer to it, right? It's a mob without a clear answer as to how you're going to defeat it, because that's not its purpose. But it is a mob, again, with a clear purpose of, here is how I can avoid it. And I just love that they added that rather than just another boss mob. And they made it a real challenge. And it's something different too for long-time players. And it honestly, it just keeps the game, just keeps it interesting. So, I mean, that's, and now I think it's October 15th that they're announcing presumably 1.20. And they're talking about how like they learned from community expectations, and I honestly I think they did. I think they will. I think 1.20 is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be the end update. I've heard rumors it's just another overworld update, which honestly would be fine. I think the overworld, like, they're moving in such the right direction with it. Like, caves and cliffs, amazing. Even with the delay, just it was honestly worth the wait. And I think they're definitely getting to a good spot. Like, all the updates they've been adding is to make it isn't so much of a new addition as it is they want to make the game complete, right? Like villages. Before 1.14 they weren't fleshed out, like they weren't full on feet. Well, I mean they were, but they weren't as polished as the 1.14 villages are. And I think that's what they're doing, is they want to I'm just checking the stream again, but they want to polish it. They want to polish the base game. They want to make sure that, like, when you're playing vanilla, right, anything you go that's creeper there. You know what we're gonna do? But yeah, their main thing right now to me is just they want to make the game in a more polished state. Ooh, I almost fell right down to that creeper. So I now an end update's coming. Like, that's clearly there. Do I think it's their next step? Not necessarily. I don't think the end is where they have to go directly next. I think the end is where they're going to go. Like, eventually, are they going to do an end up? I made way too many torches. Eventually, are they going to do an end update? 100%. I have no doubt about that. Is that going to be 1.20? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be 1.20. I think 1.20 is going to be another overworld update. I feel like it's going to be bigger than the wild update, which a lot of people called the mild update. I honestly didn't like. It had a clear purpose, but I will say the name was misleading. Like, I wouldn't necessarily call it wild. And I think what Mojang did, so every update they've been getting progressively bigger, and that's what the community expected. And it wasn't a 1.16, it wasn't a 1. Well, not 17, 18. And I think they just had such a series of delays and everything that it really just disappointed people. And some people I think kind of didn't hold Mojang in such a high regard, which is I don't think that's fair. Like, yes, they made smaller updates, but I don't necessarily think that makes the game bad. I think sometimes taking a step back and focusing on what they want to do is helpful. So I don't know. I kind of hope it's another overworld update, to be honest. I think the overworld's not completely there. Like, we still have definitely some biomes that are just, like, lacking, and we have all the mob boats. Or not the mob boats, the yeah, they do so many boats. I know now they're doing it based on Minecraft. Like, you actually log in to do the boats, which is so much better of a system than what they had before. Because you had a vote on, like, Twitter, and, like, Twitter polls are fine, but like when you consider your audience, right? You're using a completely separate platform to vote for like features that are in the base game, you're getting such a segment of what people want. Like I originally got my Twitter account so I could vote on mobs. I missed the original 2018 mob vote. That was the one with the Phantom. So I can't be blamed for the Phantom. But you know, the other ones I voted in, and you know, I made a Twitter account specifically for that, and it just was having it in game makes just so much more sense. And like obviously they wanted to implement it, but that's you know, implementing a voting feature in server, that's I'm not gonna say a hugely difficult thing, but when it's so accessible to every player, you gotta make sure it's polished, right? So, but I'm excited for this year's mob vote, or is it gonna be a mob vote? I think they mentioned there's a mob vote, biome vote. They used to do the biome, now they're doing the mob vote. I don't know. We still need the other biomes. I think that's their logical next place. I think is to do those biomes. I think that's where they should go with it. Whether they will or not, I don't know. But in my opinion, that's, I think, their next step. So I think once they update the overworld biomes, I really don't know what's next for them. Because I think the overworld's one of those things where like you gotta polish, and I would like if they went back to the Nether. Because don't get me wrong, the Nether is way better than it was. The old Nether was just, it sucked. It sucked. It just wasn't, it was boring. Like there wasn't anything there. You only went there for a fortress, and it was just, I need to get a bucket of water. But the old Nether was just so bland, and it like their latest updates have been just ones where you're like, I can't imagine playing Minecraft without X, without Y. You know what I mean? Like I remember I kept setting for myself like, okay, here's the latest version I could play, and eventually it got to like 1.14 because the villages are just so different. Like it's hard to play Minecraft without the villager support you get. There's a zombie there, which means there's a cave. But yeah, it's hard to imagine that. You know. So. But Mojang's just, they've been doing just such a phenomenal job with the updates. Like, honestly, they've been A tier. I can never dig up and find this cave. Watch. Maybe I should do Pixelmon. Like, I like Pokemon, right? I like Minecraft. I could combine them. They go on a server. I'm not gonna find this cave, am I? Oh, Oh, I'm gonna drown. But I don't know where I'm going with any of this. I do know I gotta find a cave, though. I don't know where I should go. But just doing more Minecraft custom stuff would be interesting. I do want to beat the game on hardcore. I think that's not the end goal, but that's definitely the main goal for right now. I could go to the nether right now. I probably want diamonds though, but I don't know. I need one more iron, right? We're gonna keep that in mind. Because all I need is one more iron, and then I can go to the nether. Speak of the devil. I feel like I should go, like, mining first, like, but honestly, I mean, this isn't a speed run, this is just a slow run. I don't know. I've been trying to take it slow with Minecraft, but honestly, I really just want to... I think we could definitely get to the Ender Dragon. Maybe not this stream, but 100% next stream. Like, if we get to the nether, if we get to the nether and we get some insane nether luck, right, 100% we got this. This is gonna sound weird, but let's grab some sand. In case we want to make potions. We don't need redstone for the longer potions, but let's grab some sand. If we want to do fire res. There we go, we got 3 sand. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go to the nether. You know what? I'm feeling adventurous this stream. We're going to the nether. We're skipping the warden, skipping literally most of the game, and we are going to the nether. It reminds me of, like, there's this Dan TDM song, and it's like, we are never going to the nether, and it's like, it's a bit cringy, but, like, I don't know, like, the effort, right, put in is just, I don't know, I think it more than makes up for it. Very enthusiastic about it. But, yeah, let's grab some, we need a bucket. Bucket of water. Let's not burn the grass. That would be real cool if we could manage that. I don't know if we can. I'm feeling hopeful. Watch me mess up this portal. Watch. Watch. I'm gonna do something wrong, and it's gonna be like real bad. Let's waste some wood. Why not? Like I said, I'm feeling adventurous. And are we gonna light it? And we lit it. And we lit it, ladies and gentlemen. We lit the portal. And we are going to the nether. Now, will we die in the nether? Quite possibly. How long do you think we'll last in the nether? No, it's going to be Soul Sand Valley. Soul Sand Valley, Soul Sand Valley, and... oh, no. I swear, like, I always land in, like, a Basalt Delta, which sucks. Like, dude, literally Basalt Deltas. Like, what? Like, they weren't even, like, in the original Nether update, right? They weren't even a thing. We're gonna need gold. We're totally gonna die to a big land. And then they're like, oh, yeah, no, well, we want people to get Basalt and Blackstone, so let's add Basalt Deltas, which just suck. Like, not the concept, but just in general. Like, they're just bad. Like, I've never been to a Basalt Delta, and I'm like, wow, I can really utilize the resources here. We need to get that gold. I see little piggy boys. They're the little pig boys. And they're gonna get mad at me. I need to get 45 because I want to make a helmet. Yeah, but the nether still is so much better. I don't know. I know there's like some speedrunning technique to find the portal. I don't even know, man. It's probably real simple, but it's probably fine. I don't need to worry about it. We're gonna be good. We don't need a speedrunner technique. We're gonna get world record pace. 100%. 100%. Oh no, it's a hoglin. I'm gonna fall in lava. 100% gonna fall in lava and die, and it's gonna be real embarrassing. No. Okay. I don't know, maybe I should just stream Pokemon. Like, I can't get it set up this... Like, I wouldn't be able to get it set up this stream, but... Probably for next stream. I'd be able to get something set up. I don't know. I don't know what game people want me to play. Like, because I feel like they're all like really similar. Like, I feel like Black 2 and White 2 would be the ones I'm most familiar with. They all do that. A randomizer. Not necessarily a randomizer Nuzlocke. I gotta be honest, I don't think I'm ready for that. But just like a general randomizer, right? Oh, speaking of bad Pokemon luck, literally today. No, yesterday. Yesterday, right? I was... Oh my god, dude. Yesterday. Right, I was playing Pokemon Soul Silver, right? And I've, like, never really gotten, like, a shiny. And it's just, like, this Graveler shows up while I'm grinding, right? And I'm like, he's gonna self-destruct. And he blew himself up. Like, literally, like... That was intentional. But, like, literally, one of, like, my first shinies is just like, nah, I'm gonna blow myself up. Like, come on. I don't know. I feel like I deserve another shiny. Like, 100%. 100% deserve another shiny. Yeah, but like 100%, man. I don't know. I could do one of the 3DS titles, but I don't know. I don't know what would be most interesting. Like, I think definitely a randomizer. Nuzlocke? Eh. I don't know with a Nuzlocke. But definitely hardcore. Like, recently, when I've been playing Pokemon, and this probably isn't that impressive, but I used to use healing items in legendaries, and now I'm, like, trying not to use healing items in legendaries. And the game's, like... Dang. Okay, I want to go this way and see if there's anything. Like, it hasn't made the games hard at all, but it's been harder. Right? Especially on set mode, because you don't get that, like, that pause in between battles. Which you kind of end up taking for granted. Yeah, I want to try it this way. This way, like, feels just more promising. Like, I'm just, like, feeling this way more. You know? But... Yeah. Look at that, it's a basalt delta. Awesome. Everyone's favorite biome, the basalt delta. Like, just why? Who was like, you know what we should do? We should do a basalt delta. Because that would be real fun. I don't know. Sorry if I'm low energy. I'm exhausted. Like, I feel like it's Friday, I should be like, yeah, it's Friday, but like, man, like 2 hours in the car every day. It's just like, dang. Like, especially the other day, I missed my exit. And I had to make like such a weird loop around. I don't even know if I'm gonna see that. But yeah, I had to make like such a weird loop around, and I was in the car with my friend, right? And I'm like, I have no idea where I'm going. And he's like, I may be recognizing we like drive for a while. I mean, we found where we're going, like with Google Maps and everything, but like, that's like, I love when Google Maps, like, you're like, do I turn here? And it's like, yeah, and then it's like, nope, psych. Okay. Guess I'll take the Fortune 1. But, yeah. So, man, there's like nothing in the nether. Man, I should have just gone mining. I don't know what I was thinking. Hey, this is literally just me running around the nether. I might restart a different world. I... Yeah. I'm gonna cut this part at least here. I'm just gonna check on how the stream, the chat thingy's going. Hmm. Oh my god, my oh my god, my camera's been frozen for literally the past like, how did I not notice my camera's been frozen? Bruh. Oh my god. Well, my camera's been frozen. This is probably a good place to end it. Yeah. So next time I'm gonna try to stream some Pokemon. That's gonna be the goal, and we're gonna get the webcam fixed out. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.